The roar of 50,000 alien voices echoed through the crystalline dome of the Nexus Arena, their excitement palpable as another discipline match was about to begin. Commander Zefix of the Altarian Defense Corps adjusted his ceremonial gauntlets, confident in his species' reputation as the galaxy's premier warriors. Across the arena floor, a single human stood in regulation prisoner attire, hands clasped behind his back. "Another soft worlder to break," Zefix muttered to his aide, Lieutenant Korvac. The Altarian's forearms flexed as his exoskeleton gleamed under the arena lights. Standing 9 feet tall with razor-sharp claws and natural armor plating, he had never lost a discipline match. The humans were new to galactic society, barely a century since first contact, and their military record suggested they were unremarkable at best. The human prisoner, identified as Sergeant Marcus Chen of the Terran Colonial Marines, had been captured during a border skirmish. Standard protocol demanded a public discipline match to demonstrate Altarian superiority before formal prisoner exchanges. It was political theater, nothing more. "Attention, beings of the Galactic Council," the arena announcer's voice boomed through universal translators. "Today's discipline match features Commander Zefix, undefeated champion of the Altarian forces, against the Terran prisoner designated as Chen Marcus. Combat will proceed until surrender or incapacitation." Zefix stepped forward, his heavy footfalls causing slight tremors in the arena floor. The human remained motionless, studying his opponent with unsettling calm. The Altarian commander had expected fear, pleading, perhaps even brave defiance. This quiet assessment was different. "Begin," the announcer declared. Without hesitation, Zefix launched himself forward, covering 30 feet in a single bound. His primary claws extended toward the human's chest, a killing blow designed to end this quickly. But Chen was no longer where he had been standing. The human had moved with liquid precision, sliding left and down, his hand shooting up to deflect Zefix's strike while simultaneously delivering a sharp blow to the Altarian's exposed joint. It was perfectly calculated. Not enough to cause serious damage, but sufficient to demonstrate that the human understood anatomy. The crowd fell silent. In 1,000 discipline matches, no one had ever successfully countered Zefix's opening assault. "Impressive reflexes, human," Zefix growled, circling now with more respect. "But reflexes alone won't save you." Chen said nothing. He had assumed a fighting stance that none of the alien spectators recognized. Weight distributed, arms loose but ready, eyes tracking every micro-movement of his opponent. Zefix attacked again, this time with a complex combination of strikes from all 4 arms. The human ducked, weaved, and redirected each blow with minimal effort, using the Altarian's momentum against him. When Zefix stumbled slightly from overextension, Chen struck. The blow landed precisely on a nerve cluster at the base of Zefix's neck, a spot that shouldn't have been vulnerable through his natural armor. But somehow, the human had found the gap, the exact angle needed to penetrate. The Altarian commander staggered, temporarily losing control of his left arms. "How did you—" Zefix began, but Chen was already moving. What followed wasn't a fight in any traditional sense. It was a clinic. Chen dismantled the supposedly superior warrior with surgical precision, targeting pressure points, joint vulnerabilities, and nerve clusters with the efficiency of someone who had studied Altarian anatomy extensively. Each strike was measured, controlled, designed to disable rather than kill. The arena had fallen completely silent. 50,000 beings watched in stunned disbelief as their champion was systematically taken apart by a species they had dismissed as primitives. Zefix, now barely able to stand, made one final desperate charge. Chen sidestepped, grabbed the Altarian's wrist, and used a leverage technique that sent the 9-foot warrior crashing to the arena floor. Before Zefix could rise, Chen had him in a submission hold that threatened to dislocate 3 joints simultaneously. "Yield," Chen spoke for the first time, his voice carrying clearly in the silence. Zefix, pride warring with pragmatism, struggled briefly before the increasing pressure made his decision for him. "I yield," he gasped. Chen released him immediately and stepped back, offering a hand to help the defeated commander to his feet. The gesture sent ripples of confusion through the crowd. Such consideration for a defeated opponent was unknown in Altarian culture. "How?" Zefix asked as he accepted the assistance. "My species has dominated galactic combat sports for millennia. Our natural advantages are overwhelming." Chen looked up at the alien crowd, then back at his opponent. "You studied war, Commander. We studied warriors. I don't understand. Your species developed naturally superior physical attributes and relied on them. You became excellent at being Altarian fighters. Chen helped Zephyx steady himself. Humans had to fight everything, our own environment, predators, each other. We learned to study every opponent, find weaknesses, adapt. We didn't become good human fighters. We became good at fighting, period. The arena announcer struggled to find words as security forces prepared to escort Chen back to his cell. But Zephyx raised one of his functional arms. Wait, the Altarian commander faced the crowd. This prisoner has demonstrated honor in combat and shown mercy to a defeated opponent. I request immediate prisoner exchange protocols. A murmur ran through the crowd. Such requests were unprecedented. Furthermore, Zephyx continued, his voice growing stronger, I recommend immediate reassessment of Terran military capabilities. This species may appear physically inferior, but they possess tactical and strategic advantages we have not properly evaluated. As Chen was escorted from the arena, he could hear the crowd beginning to buzz with conversation. The galactic political landscape had just shifted and everyone knew it. Later, in his recovery chamber, Zephyx reviewed the match recordings with new eyes. The human had demonstrated something beyond mere fighting skill. He had shown the ability to analyze, adapt, and overcome any opponent, regardless of natural advantages. It was a sobering lesson in the difference between strength and lethality. The Altarian Defense Corps would need to reconsider everything they thought they knew about warfare. The humans had just announced their arrival on the galactic stage, not with overwhelming force or superior technology, but with something far more dangerous, the proven ability to defeat anyone, anywhere, under any circumstances. The arena stood still because, for the first time in galactic history, everyone realized that the newest species might just be the most dangerous one of all.